Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Biz Talk with Brother Juan. I am Juan P. Barrientos II, aka Brother Juan. I am the owner of Next Step Financial Partners Tax and Accounting. I am a authorized e-file provider with the IRS. I hold a bachelor's degree in business management, a master's degree in accounting and financial management. I hold a record of completion for 2021, and just recently received my continual education credits for my record of completion for 2022. And so we will be filing for that hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Also currently studying to become an enrolled agent through the IRS. Biz Talk with Brother Juan is designed to help you navigate your biz and be more profitable. So today I wanted to just talk, almost said briefly, but knowing me, I'm not going to be brief. When I originally started Biz Talk and Tax Talk with Brother Juan, it was designed to be 5 to 8 minutes, but closer to 15 on a regular basis. So just throw that out. But, I try to give so much valuable information during this time that, that's okay. I'm still fulfilling my purpose, even if I tend to go on a little bit further. So you've got an LLC. Now what? You've got an LLC. Now what? One thing that I encounter quite often, and you've seen, the post being shared, or a familiar post of the same sort, telling you to run and get that LLC, start your business, and then you'll have all these tax deductions, right? One of the things about starting a business is, as far as the IRS is concerned, you have to have a profit motive. You have to have a profit motive. And so ultimately what that means is you as a business owner, you're going to pay taxes. You can mitigate taxes, you can reduce taxes, you can defer taxes. But if you are self-employed, and especially if you don't have a W-2 and you are solely self-employed, you are going to be paying taxes. There's no way around that. If you have income, you pay taxes. That's just how this system is set up in the United States. So again, you can defer, you can mitigate, you can reduce, but you're going to end up paying. So one thing I see oftentimes, people get LLCs and they really don't understand what all goes into it. They just simply been told to get an LLC, and now they have a business and they'll get certain write-offs. And that is true. You do have write-offs. In particular, I'm talking about single member LLCs, solopreneurs or entrepreneurs who are single member LLCs. I'm not talking about partnerships or so forth. And so what a lot of entrepreneurs are not familiar with is the term called piercing the corporate veil. Now, one of the reasons why you got your LLC is for, as the name implies, limited liability corporation. And that is a legal designation by the state, not by the IRS, but by the state. And so what an LLC does is provides a barrier of protection and limits your liability in the event that you get sued, or in the event that, business don't go so well and you have a bunch of debt and you're not making any money and you have to close up shop. Then your liability, your economic liability, your legal liability is limited to the assets in the corporation, in your LLC. In other words, your personal assets are not at risk. That is the purpose of an LLC. However, if you don't maintain a separation between yourself and the LLC, then you are putting your personal assets at risk. Right. And so there's three things, and depending upon the state, would have different criteria for piercing the corporate veil. And what that means is that somebody you owe money to, the corporation owes money to, in the event that the corporation gets sued, then they can reach through the corporate veil into your personal assets, and you become personally liable for that debt. So if there is no real separation between the company and the owner, this is one way the corporate veil can be pierced. If the company's actions are wrongful or fraudulent, it's another way. Companies' creditors suffered unjust cost is another way. And again, depending upon the state, what somebody would have to prove would be determined by that state's law. So let me go into these three a little bit further. So no real separation between the company and the owner. The owner fails to maintain a formal legal separation between their business and personal financial affairs. In other words, the company, the LLC, is just a front for the owner, a sham, an alter ego for the owner, and the corporation is just like a personal piggy bank of the owner. So one instance, if the owner pays personal bills from the business checking account and ignores the legal formalities of the corporation, or what that corporation must follow. For example, even as a single member LLC, you should document your decisions that you make. So major decisions should be recorded in minutes of a meeting. And so a court could decide that the owner isn't entitled to the limited liability that the corporate business structure would ordinarily provide when there is no real separation between you and the business. The business is as a LLC, is a legal separate entity from the owner, and it can be used as simply an extension of the owner. It must operate as if you, the owner, was a shareholder, right? And so the company's actions also, this is the second one, company's actions are also wrongful or fraudulent if the owner is reckless in borrowing money and losing money, making business deals, knowing that they couldn't pay the invoices, being dishonest or reckless. The court could find that financial fraud exists and that the limited liability protection shouldn't apply. And that third one, the company's creditors suffered unjust loss. If someone who does business with the company is left with unpaid bills or unpaid court judgment, and the previous factors are present, a court will try to connect this unfairness by piercing the corporate veil. And so you ultimately would then defeat the purpose of having an LLC. And so if you are the owner of a single member LLC, SM LLC, there are some steps that you're going to take. We're going to be talking about on December the 11th. I'm going to be talking about business formation. I'm having a business formation online masterclass, business formation online masterclass, December the 11th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're kind of blocking out 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for this masterclass. And I just want to help some entrepreneurs really just understand their LLC. And really, this goes from business formation, forming the LLC, and having everything in place, but also understanding it. And so initially, I was gearing this towards people who have not started a business, who were interested in starting a business, so that they can get that good foundation and have a true understanding of what the LLC is. But then it dawned on me how many business owners are operating their LLC, defeating the purpose of the LLC by commingling funds is the biggest thing. So are you ready to start your biz? Have you already started your biz? So why attend this masterclass? Entrepreneurship is more than a notion. Many times what stops people is not knowing where to begin. After all, people have told you that all you need to do is get an LLC, and now you can write off everything as a business expense. Then when you look for help inside of, various Facebook groups or people that you get a ton of conflicting answers. And then you find yourself being more confused than ever before. And so if you're looking for a roadmap on one, how to set up your business, and two, if your business is already set up, how to set it up correctly and operate it correctly, your product, that the service that you provide, you love to provide the service that you provide. Now it's time to make it all official and constructive to the overall purpose of having an LLC. And so the value of this masterclass, I charge $500 for business formation, not including fees that may be associated with it. $500. That's for my time. That's for my knowledge. And we help you get established. But this masterclass is going to be so much more, because we're going to be talking about so much more that I don't talk about or deal with in the service of business formation that I provide. And so it's over a $500 value only for $67. And actually through Wednesday, December 1st, my Black Friday and Cyber Monday extended deal is available. There are limited spots. After December 1st, we're going to adjust everything, and the price is going to be $67. So you can get a discount over the next couple of days if you go ahead and sign up. If not, if you are unsure and decide later on, then you won't get that discount. It will no longer be available. So I put this masterclass together to provide both education and application. And so it helps to know what direction you're going with your LLC. That's what you need, is just a little help, a little direction a lot of times. So what you'll learn, we'll talk about business structures, a brief overview of different business structures. Again, this is designed for single member LLCs, but we're going to talk about business structures as a whole so that you have an understanding of them. We're also going to talk about what you need to open up a business bank account, a biz bank account. What is not an LLC? What is a employer identification number, EIN? We're even going to go through the steps of establishing your EIN. You can do it for free, but there are services online that charge you $250 to do the EIN on your behalf. I'm going to walk you through the steps and show you how to do it as a part of this masterclass. We're going to talk about what is an operating agreement, because this is something that you need in order to open up a bank account. Some banks ask for more information, but I'm dealing with the primary information that they're going to be asking for. Of course, wherever you decide to open up a bank account, the information is going to be available on their website on what they require. And so also, we're going to give you an example of an operating agreement. This again is for single member LLCs. If you are thinking of forming a different structure or a partnership, you should look at getting legal advice. But as far as this example, we're going to talk about it and we're going to give you a sample that you can utilize. So no need to pay for legal fees. We're going to talk about Biz Write-offs, deductible expenses, right? Because you just can't just purchase anything for your business and think that is deductible just because you say it is. So we're going to talk about Biz Write-offs. We're going to talk about Biz Taxes, quarterly estimated self-employment taxes, and more. The United States is a pay-as-you-go system. And so you as a business owner, you are responsible for remitting your employment taxes to the IRS on a quarterly basis. If not, at the end of the year, you owe more than $1,000. There is a penalty associated with that because it means you didn't pay in enough if you didn't pay any at all. So we're going to do a live demo of filing your articles of incorporation for your LLC. Just going to go through the steps. Live, I'm in Oklahoma, so we're going to use Oklahoma. Various states have a very similar process of doing it online. And I will say that our state is kind of quick on their response because normally you can get it the same day, if not the next day. You'll have it ready. So a live demo of how to get your EIN. And then we'll have some Q&A time with myself where you can ask me questions and get some immediate feedback. And so what you receive, you're going to receive a free profit and loss spreadsheet that you can use to keep track of your expenses manually, or you can also use it as a tool to kind of set up a budget to forecast. You can use it for that same reason as well. I'm also going to show you where you can get free accounting software. And again, we're going to give you a sample operating agreement for a single member LLC. You'll get 2-day replay access to the video, to the masterclass. So even if you can't attend live, you can still watch it. If you attend live, you can watch it later because you may want to watch it initially and take some general notes, but you may want to go back over it over the next couple of days and take more detailed notes, but especially in case you can't make it. Also, there is an upgrade of $19 where you get 30-day access to the video, to the recording. And so there is a link associated with this video for you to sign up for it. And again, the Cyber Monday sale, extended sale, is extended until December 1st. There are 20-some spots available at $37, and there'll be 25 spots available for $47. And then, of course, after the first 50, then the price jumps up to $67. Or beginning December 2nd, the price is going to jump back up to $67. So you can secure that big discount. And like I said, we're going to pack a lot into this 2 hours. And I'm going to loosely say if we go over, we go over. But I want to give the information. I'm trying to put everything into the 2 hours, but I'm going to give the information regardless. So definitely tune in if you want to be a part of that. So this is Brother Juan with Biz Talk with Brother Juan. So definitely take advantage of that, whether you are thinking about starting a business or whether you are operating your business, to be educated, right? Because you don't want to wait until problems arise in your business and then find out that that LLC that you incorporated doesn't afford you the protection that you thought it would because of the way that you are operating it. And our business owners are doing this. And I don't mean just people who have recently started a business. I'm talking about people who are in business, been in business, making a good living, and shooting themselves in the foot by the way that they operate their LLC. So again, thank you for tuning in to this edition of Biz Talk with Brother Juan, where I help you navigate your biz to be more profitable. We will see you next time. Y'all have a great day. If you need me, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you next time.